We are here at Three Forks Marsh, Lake Lawton, as some like to call it. I fish here all the time. If you guys watch my videos, I know you've seen me fishing here. So here's the deal. I'm just as guilty on one of my home lakes as anybody else. Every time I come out here, yeah, I know some good, really good places. Well, it's a really good lake, so obviously there's a lot of good places in it. I make the mistake of going to the same places all the time. I catch them all the time here, but I make the mistake of going to the same places all the time. This is a huge, huge lake. So today, I only got about a half a day, but I've decided I'm not going any place I know. I'm only going new places. I'm just gonna ride around the lake. Something looks good, I'm gonna pull in and start flailing. That's how this is gonna go. So hopefully you guys come along, check out the video. We're right here in Palm Bay on Florida Space Coast, and we're gonna check out some new areas that I don't even know about. Nice. Look at this here, look at this. Look at this guy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Woo, look at that guy. Look at that guy. He freaking destroyed that freaking whopper plopper. Holy crap, I couldn't even remember what I was throwing. Oh, that was so awesome. Dude, I saw that little arrowhead shake just as this thing was coming by. Oh, I saw that arrowhead shake. And like I thought, we gotta get it right now. And he didn't get it, and I just thought he wasn't gonna get it, and then goosh! Oh my God, that's so much fun. Right here in Palm Bay. Right here, boy. Right here. Right here. One drop in the mat. Right here. Here. Ah, look at that. Ah, I mean, ate it too. Oh, look at that guy. How about exploring some new water right there? Catch one like that. He tried to get the meat and the salad. That's awesome. Oh, there's so much of this lake I've never even seen, and so many fish in it. Holy crap. I had a breath after that, got me all dirty. Check that out. Here's my new favorite flipping bait. That netbait dagger. That's a new color called, I think it's Plum Crazy. It's Plum something. Plum something. It's on the website. But dude, you want to talk about a flipping color? I can't keep hold of it. I get your big one and I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Ah! That's a bad little dude though. Trokar 5/0 Halo TI, extra heavy for the extra heavy cover in Palm Bay and the extra heavy bass. Stick an ardent reel on it. Catch you some big ones. Whopper plopper strikes. Top water. He isn't very big either, but he's fun. I love when that, you know, one of the cool things about here is it's pretty shallow where I'm fishing right now, little fella. It's pretty shallow where I'm fishing now, and I'm seeing them come sharking over to get it. God, it's so much fun. That's a big one. That's a big one. Get on it. There's a nice one. That guy. That's so awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Let's get this guy back in the water. Let me put these power poles down real quick. I don't want to drift by them too far. Them poles. It's so fun throwing this nickel swim jig, man. Dude, I fired that thing up there right in between all those patches of arrowheads, and I seen that, dude, it was 10 feet that thing sharked over there to get that. I mean, that's just all it is a nickel swim jig with a net bait pack-a-chunk on the back. I mean, it's nothing fancy. Color's JT's best color ever, just with the green pumpkin pack-a-chunk on the back. Dude, when a fish comes from 10 feet away and you can see him, that's friggin' awesome. He was ready for it that time. Oh, even the birds are laughing. Talk about eating it too. Not he's a very big one, but fat little fella. You know, it just goes to show you that you hear all this stuff about cold front, you gotta do this. You know, flipping mats on a cold front. Bass just like heavy cover. And we're on a giant warming trend right now. Last couple days, been wearing them out on a swim jig and stuff like that. But I got back in this little area. Once again, this is my day that I'm looking for new stuff. Never been at this part of the lake before in my life. And I saw some mats and I'm like, hey, they look right. And it's 80 degrees, water temperature's 80 degrees, you know, and they're in there because that's what bass do. They like to be in heavy cover. So even when it's just like when they're spawning, like keep a big stick ready. Like when you see a mat, dob it in there. There could be a post spawner under there. There could be a pre-spawner under there. There could be one that ain't even worried about spawning. He just likes being in heavy cover, ambushing stuff. All right, we're back here at the boat ramp at Three Forks, Lake Lawton. I call it Three Forks. Some people call it Lake Lawton. But right here, right at the end of Malabar Road in Palm Bay, right here on Florida Space Coast. You know, like I said at the beginning of the video today, we went out and we said we're not fishing any of the same. I fish this lake all the time. It's right behind my house. I love it. You guys see a bunch of videos of me catching, you know, great big ones here and a bunch of fish and stuff. Fun lake. But it's a huge lake, and every time I go out here, I only fish the same couple of places all the time. And I said, today I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go find all new water. And find all new water we did. You guys saw all the fish we caught. We didn't catch any giants today, but we caught some big ones on everything. And I just want to go over some of the stuff. I want to show you the tackle and some of the stuff we did. And as you guys saw, topwater was it was kind of the name of the game today. But saw us catch quite a few and a couple of good ones on the Whopper Plopper. I throw that on a Halo cranking series. I throw it on the 710 medium heavy. A lot of people are going to say, man, that's too long for a topwater. I just like to be able to heave that thing out there, and I think with a longer rod I can cast further, and I think when I get a fish on I have more control. But I'm a tall guy, so I just tend to like a little bit longer rod anyway. Apex Elite Ardent reel, 6.5 to 1. I got 30-pound braid on this guy. That was the setup for the Whopper Plopper. We had some serious blow-ups on that thing today. Oh, that was fun. The most fish we caught today was probably definitely on the nickel swim jig. Had a net bait pack-a-chunk on the back of it, and as you can see, this one's only got one leg, and that's my last one. So guess who's getting a call tomorrow morning? Net bait. Send me some more pack-a-chunks. But yeah, we caught probably the most fish today, and some good ones. But we caught probably the most fish today on just a Nichols. It's a Nichols Saber swim jig, and it's JT's best color ever is the color. It's just black and blue. and green pumpkin candy with a little bit of blue in it, and I take it all over the country and they bite it like crazy. 50-pound braid on this, Apex Grand Ardent reel, and this is a Kryptonite 7.2. It's a Halo Kryptonite 7.2 heavy action, and I really like that for a swim jig because, you know, when you're at that swim jig, you're throwing it in some really naughty stuff. I mean, just nasty, and you got to be able to pull them out of there. But here I'm kind of target fishing it, you know what I mean? I'm throwing it at those little arrowhead clumps, you know, and some of the stumps, you know, the old palm tree stumps and stuff out there. So I like that little bit shorter rod, but I still want a heavy action rod, and it's kind of hard to find when you start getting heavy action rods. They're all 7.6. So Halo's Kryptonite have a 7.2 heavy. I really like that one a lot. We caught a couple on the netbait Salt Lick. This color is called Plum Magic. It's kind of plum with blue fleck on one side, black on the other. I mean, that is the deal down here in Florida. I throw it on a 5/0 Trocar HD worm hook. That's my favorite hook. It hooks the fish good. It comes through the cover well. Love it. 20-pound fluorocarbon line. I got this on a Halo TI. I like the real high-end TI rod for anything plastics that I'm fishing slow, because it just has so much more sensitivity than anything else. So I got the Halo TI. Like I said, 20-pound fluorocarbon. This is a 7.6 heavy action. You know, I was casting this thing over in those holes, up, you know, over the ganky weeds and all that stuff, into those little holes where they might be spawning in. So I needed the heavy action 7.6 to really be able to yank them out of there. Typically with this, I always go with the Ardent C-Force. This is 7-to-1. That's one of my favorite reels, that Ardent. I mean, it really works really good. And then the last thing we caught them on today, even though it was hot, even though there was fish on the beds, still, guess what? The big stick. Halo TI 711, extra heavy, 1.5 ounce weight. My favorite new flipping bait. This is the Dagger from Netbait, and it's in that same Plum Magic. It's got blue fleck and kind of plum on the back, and then on the front it's black. Absolute favorite new flipping bait. I almost jammed the hook right into my finger. Kind of did a little bit. 65-pound braid, 711 extra heavy Halo TI. Same reel we just talked about, that Ardent C-Force and the 7-to-1. That's my reel that I do all my flipping with. Man, that's the 5. You know, usually it's one or two baits that, you know, I tell you guys about what we caught them on during the day, but man, we caught them on 5 different things today, and every place we went was someplace I had not been before. So what just an amazing day right here on Three Forks Marsh, Lake Lawton, right here in Palm Bay on Florida Space Coast. Guys, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you would. I hope you liked the video. I know I had an absolute blast making it, and I'll probably be out here tomorrow making another one. Thanks for watching, guys.